Hi, welcome. It's such a beautiful day today and I'm excited to be in Romsey Ecotherapy Park, joined with our Deputy Mayor, Councillor Cassy Borthwick. Welcome, Cassy.
Thanks, Kate. It's great to be here in the Romsey Ecotherapy Park.
And a little bit of your backyard as an East Ward councillor as well.
It is. It's a really well utilised space over here. And as you can see, there's lots of kids out here this morning enjoying the sun before it gets a little too hot.
And how have you found the year? How's everything been?
It's really exciting. I think this year we've sort of started to, as a collective, come together. It's our first 12 months as a group. And I think we've sort of reached that forming, storming, norming, where we're at that space of really productive, good decision making, and really excited for the year ahead.
Thank you. And we're 3 weeks into the new term, so I'm really looking forward to making progress and working with you. We will be taking a couple of weeks over the next to get some downtime and rest, but now we're going to jump into the wrap for our December council meeting. So one of the things from last night, we spoke about our draft open space and draft biodiversity strategy. And Cassy, can you tell me more about those?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the draft biodiversity strategy is out for its second consultation, and the open space strategy we discussed last night, that the consultation period had finished, and now we're preparing the report to come back to the March meeting. I think one of the really exciting things about those two policy statements, pieces of work, is that we have an extraordinary depth of knowledge in this region, and so I think the officers recognise that. And I think to quote Director Stockfeld last night, she said that this round of consultation around the biodiversity was around gaining that pulse check. So I think it's really important that the community understands that the officers recognise where we're at and are working really hard. So I guess the call to action from us is get involved. That biodiversity strategy is now out for consultation for a slightly longer period than anticipated. So you've got the summer to get your teeth into that.
Thank you. And we also spoke about our priority project prospectus coming into the state election for 2026. And what were some of the items that we focused on?
Oh, it was amazing last night. We did have a big discussion around that. I think where we've landed, and probably the highlight out of that body of work, is definitely the state government accountability, recognising that we can try different things to see if we can get outcomes. But I think one of the key factors was understanding and recognising where the community is at and what we need to do to meet the needs of the community. And on top of that, there was some great work around transportation, roads, the environment. We've got the youth mental health, and I'm not sure if I missed anything.
Yeah, a strong piece obviously was our prioritisation on roads. I think that is something that really was unanimous across all councillors. And then we've also got Berkeley Square as a project, and then also supporting existing master plans. So it was a very great night. We've got the lists there ready to go, and we'll be having more design work in that priority prospectus and putting that on our website in the coming weeks.
So, Kate, another topic we discussed last night was AI, and this is definitely in your field.
Yes, so what we had this item that came out of a notice of motion in July, which was to adopt an AI policy. And thank you so much to the staff for their work on this. It really shows how the council is using AI at the moment, mindfully, with safeguards, and environmentally as well. And I think it's really worth the community to have a look, not only for interest on the guardrails for council, but also how you might think about AI in your local volunteer non-profit groups too. There's a lot in the policy, so check it out.
One of the other topics of conversation last night was the naming of our former colleague, our late colleague, Christine Walker, and the naming of the footbridge.
Yeah, so council are going to look at renaming the Clark Street footbridge in Mount Macedon to be the Christine Walker footbridge. And I think this was a project that she was really passionate about, and we were going out for consultation, and that looks like it will be happening in the new year. So
definitely a fitting tribute.
And last night we also spoke about a number of grants. We had our Small Project in Australia Day 2026 grants that were awarded, and we've also put out our new environment grant guidelines. So fantastic to see that these groups are very active and will be recognised for their involvement and contributions.
Absolutely, and a big shout out. It's a lot of work to put together a grant application, but not just that, to put together events and things that really underpin the social fabric of our region. So big shout out to everyone who was successful in those applications.
Thank you, and thanks again for joining us for the December Council meeting wrap video. we'll be coming back in February next year, and hopefully Deputy Mayor Borthwick will be joining me again. You're welcome to come back.
Thanks, Kate.
And we wish you all the best for the rest of 2025. A happy Christmas, happy New Year, and thanks again for joining us throughout the year. And thanks again to all councillors in the community and the council staff for their involvement and hard work throughout the year.
Be safe and Happy New Year.